Hey everyone. With the high energy on the planet, a couple of the light workers have mentioned a similar thing in the last few days that I thought I would share, because if you haven't heard it in your feeds, it's a really powerful concept. One of the light workers that I listen to, she does a monthly meditation for the entire planet with a group of healers. And then what she does is works through and lets her the people who love her, she lets them in on what her guides have been sharing. And funnily enough, because I got it from several different sources at the same time, I thought, well, that's interesting. Lots of things are falling into place. So for me, that serendipity meant that I just wanted to check in on myself in relation to, well, I've had people call me light workers over the years. I don't feel like I'm a light worker, and to me, it makes me feel like a bit of a fraud, because that's not what the category I put myself in. In the same way, when I ran my big clinics, if anyone called me boss, which came up in a balance today, that always triggered me. I didn't like being the boss. I didn't like being in charge. I didn't like being in control, and I didn't like the responsibility of that. So, obviously I've got some work to do there. But anyway, so as you know, the heart energy is really big on the planet at the moment, because it's almost like big things are going on, so therefore choices are coming to the surface. What choices are we going to make to move on with our lives? And are we just going to stay in our current belief systems, or are we going to be open and awake and move forward with knowledge? It's not comfortable being awake sometimes. It's not comfortable knowing information that other people don't know. It can really mess with friendships and relationships. And getting out of that head, knowing the knowledge, and into your heart, and feeling and being an empath, and knowing that other people simply cannot cope, is a good thing to know, because it puts you in a space of, okay, that's okay. I'm happy to be that little light in my little world. And one of the light workers was saying that one person can affect the people around them, can affect the people around them. So at the moment, millions of people are waking up on the planet, which is really powerful. And so when I was muscle testing, the desert flower agave tested up for me. So I thought I'd share this, because it's a really wonderful one about allowing your skills and your skills and gifts and powers, allowing them out. So that's what I thought I would do. So I'm going to do it on my etheric body here. I'm going to use a couple of tuning forks. So it's the agave. Where do we need to start? Okay, so body on me. No, this one's on me. Getting the frontal cortex open. Frontal cortex. Increasing problem solving, knowing, getting that pineal energy, better oxytocin, serotonin, dopamine. Being able to see the truth, being able to see the light, being able to see the amazing planet that we live on. Okay, back down to the etheric body. Yep. So I take responsibility for my attitudes, and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transmute my fears that hold back my gifts, abilities, power and trust, into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively develop all aspects of myself and manifest inner strength in my daily life. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively transform my inhibiting fears which hold back my gifts, abilities, power and trust into all-encompassing love. I take responsibility, I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively develop all aspects of myself and manifest inner strength in my daily life. I take responsibility for my attitudes and now choose to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively dissolve my inhibiting fears which hold back my gifts, ability, power and trust into all-encompassing love. I make the commitment to kindly, gently, lovingly and supportively develop all aspects of myself and manifest inner strength in my daily life. Throat chakra. Okay. Actually, I'll put in the combo. So throat chakra links in with the hyoid bone and the parietal bones. So when they're connected, it's about expanding your consciousness, trust, compassion, unification, and peace. When it's not working, it messes with our intuition, makes us hesitate and feel stuck. That's fear, threat, danger. So something about that set off my fear, threat, danger. Okay. No, something else in the throat chakra. Okay, so what do we need? Tuning fork combo. Do we need a cranial injury combo? Do we need a flower essence? A flower essence. Okay. It's little flannel flower. Little flannel flowers. That one that's to do with being an energetic hug. It's often for when there has been abuse in someone's past. So it helps someone energetically to start owning their own love, their own self-worth, their own self-trust, knowing that they are enough by themselves. Any more with the agave? No? RAS. Okay, so the reticular activating system, I'll do it on me first. Okay, so the idea of moving forward is something that it's increasing acetylcholine, creating big stress. And it's creating vigilance. Now, obviously, when we're stressed, you're not going to get connected. So the stress, the cortisol, that can actually attract negativity. And I was listening to an astrologer. He's an astrologer, kinesiologist, and he actually used the word negative angels. No. Anyway, it was sort of interesting because he was talking about people in our life. You know, we've been chatting over the last few weeks. What do I need to let go of? What am I holding on to? What do I need to let go of? What do I want? What do I need to let go of? What am I holding on to? And really keeping us nice and clear moving forward at this junction on the planet. And if we keep people in our lives who are no longer serving us, being very conscious and aware of that there might be something very specific that they're adding to your life, and you might choose to compartmentalize them into that so that they don't create more damage in other areas. Yeah, because those people, so that vigilance is shutting down the frontal cortex. Yeah, and that's sort of that escape energy. It's sort of, I'm not a boss, I'm not a light worker. Is there something in your world where you are avoiding being that next step of yourself? Where you're avoiding that next manifestation of what you can become. Because at the moment on the planet, you can imagine, we need people who are awake. We need people who are light and love. We need people who are willing to simply be in the moment and live every now moment. Because the more people there are living in the now, the more people on the planet will become energized and energetic, and will start to really make a powerful difference. Just feels like there's some gunky energy, so I'm just gonna how's your corpus callosum feeling? Connected? Just see that energy traveling back and forth from the left to the right of your brain. Just feel that energy zipping from side to side, magically, lovingly, perfectly. Frontal cortex and rear of your brain. Just see that energy zipping from front to back and front to back, creating new pathways, creating new energy, allowing us to get out of survival if we feel it. Allow that energy to flow. Okay. Take a nice deep breath and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah, and Laurie, the light worker I was listening to, she was talking about, because there's this planet meditation they do, she was talking about how, this is throat and base, how they were visualizing the people on the planet who are in the now moment, who are awake, who are light. Those light workers, those awake people. And as she was watching it, her guides were showing her how many millions of people there were on the planet that were awake. And she said that people feel like they're on their own, but they're not alone. There's many people who are awake, who are alight, who are light workers without doing anything. So we can release the fear of having to do something. You are enough. You are enough just by being you. Okay, that energy's clear for me. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are on the planet. Hope things are okay in your part of the world. We all have to be here for each other at the moment. It's such a crazy, crazy time. Okay, take care. Bye.